Alright, in this video, I'm going to go over all the different drink mixes and stuff that come in the Dutch 24-hour MRE. Got some flavored drink mixes, some whey protein stuff, got some iced teas, hot chocolate, some chicken broth, and beef bouillon. So let's go inside and start opening these up, adding some water, and seeing what they taste like. Alright, so we're going to try and go over some of these meals here. Start out with this Body Lab, 74 grams of protein, I guess, or 74% protein. It's a vanilla milkshake whey. It says you can add milk or water to it. If you're in the military, usually all you're going to have is water, so let me add this to some water and let's see what it's all about. Tear it open. Put it in this 2-cup measuring cup. That way it's a little bit easier to see. I was debating about doing a canteen cup, but I think this is going to be the best way overall to show you guys what it's all about. Go ahead and stir this up and get back to you. Alright, so it tastes like just about any other whey protein you'll taste. It does have some type of sweeteners in it, and overall it's not bad. It's 300 and something calories. 380 calories, I believe, is what it is, but flavor isn't too bad. Adding milk would probably be pretty rich and thick, but overall, decent drink. Alright, next we'll try this Orifo. This red one here says that it's apple. Give it a shot. I'm assuming it's 76 calories for the kcal. That's 324 for the kj. I'm assuming. I don't know how that works out exactly, but I'm assuming it's 76 calories or 78, 76. Give it a shot. Rip it open. Pour it in. Add the water. Give it a little spin, and we'll try it here in a moment. Smells like apple juice, but the taste is just a little bit off. But the smell overall is pretty good. We'll see how these other ones are. Alright, next up is the grapefruit, the yellow one here. $250 milliliters of water again. And we'll stir it up and see what this tastes like. I'm not the biggest fan of grapefruit, but let's see. Alright, it smells like grapefruit and tastes a little like grapefruit. It's really not that strong of a flavor. Still has a little bit of that taste. I think it's like an energy drink type taste, but overall not bad. Let's try some others. Alright, next up is going to be the orange drink mix. Looks like it might be orange. Go ahead and mix it up and see how it does. Alright, the orange is not bad. Better than the grapefruit for me, but pretty good. The last one, I got to figure out what it is. We'll open that one up and then hit some of the other drinks. Alright, last of the fruit flavors or flavored drinks before we get into the teas and coffees. This one right here is listed as exotic flavor. So, kind of curious what this might be. Fruit punch or something. Tear it open. Pour it in. Add some water and let's see what it's all about. Alright, the exotic tastes kind of almost like a star fruit or a melon flavor or something. It's not that bad. Kind of like it. Let's go over and get on to the rest of these. Alright, try the iced tea powder. It requires 200 milliliters. Everything else is 250. So we'll see how the iced tea powder works out. Kind of chunky. Mix it up and we'll see what we got. Alright, it's supposed to be, I guess, a peach flavored iced tea. Kind of a peach and lemon flavor to it to me. Not bad. Tastes like any powdered drink thing you'd get. I believe it's about 78, 75 calories. I think 78 calories for this. They do a 100-gram serving rating, and then they list it as 20 grams. So from what I get, everything they have is about 75 calories, give or take, for their drink so far. Let's see what else we got. All right, next will be the cocoa. Cocoa requires 200 milliliters of water, similar to the iced tea. I think the milk and everything's already in it, but we'll add some hot water here. Kind of powdery dust. We'll mix it up and see how it tastes. All right, so the Dutch hot cocoa is delicious. I guess the Dutch know how to do cocoa. Let's go with maybe the teas next. Let me try and knock that out. All right, let's go through the tea. I'm going to do 250 milliliters or a little less. Going to do basically a cup in each one, which is less than 250 milliliters. Then I'll just add these tea bags to them and we'll see how it comes out. All right, so each one of the teas has a little tag on it that lets you know what flavor it is and everything. The lemon's pretty good. It's not as lemony as some of the lemon tea that I use at my house. It's a little bit more mellow. Green tea's all right. Not the greatest green tea I ever had. But the breakfast tea is pretty good. Called a breakfast chai type tea, and reminds me almost a little bit of what we used to drink in Iraq and everything, but it has a nice mellow flavor to it. Overall, the teas aren't too bad. Let's go on and hit these bouillons up next. All right, so the chicken soup is 175 milliliters, and I believe it's 36 calories. Then the beef bouillon is going to be, I think, 18 calories, and it's 250 milliliters. I guess the chicken soup has some carrots and peas and some other stuff in it. I think the bouillon is just going to be pure bouillon. But mix these up and let them sit for a little bit. All right, so the bouillon's pretty good. I guess it has parsley in it and some really good flavor. The chicken has carrots, some celery, supposedly some dehydrated chicken or something. That's probably a powder. And then I guess these little O's and everything in it that are kind of supposed to be like in lieu of noodles. But overall, the chicken's not too bad. Beef broth is definitely good. All right, let's get on to the last one. All right, last but not least, most important beverage of all, is going to be the coffee. 125 milliliters, one of the smaller drinks out there. I'm assuming maybe it's espresso, but I would have hoped it would have been a 250 milliliter, but we'll add the coffee, some sugar, some cream, and get this to the bottom. And we'll mix this up. Looking good so far. All right, so the coffee's pretty decent. Has a little bit of aftertaste maybe from the creamer they use, but overall it's pretty strong. You could probably dilute it a little more if you're adding everything into it. Just to go over a little recap here of the stuff. Going through all these different beverages. There's 3 coffees that come in it. I only did one, but basically it's 3,350 milliliters of water to approximately 14.16 cups, which is 3.35 liters. So that's just something to keep in mind with all this. Did a calorie count thing. If you want to look at it, you can. I'm not going to add up the calorie part. But you do need 3.35 liters just for the drinks and everything. But overall, the drinks are pretty good. I'd say better than the military stuff. The vanilla whey was pretty decent. The green tea was probably the least favorite, with the breakfast tea being the best. The lemon tea was not the best lemon tea I had, but overall not bad. The bouillon to me was much better than the chicken soup, but it is what it is with all this. The exotic drink was kind of interesting to me. But if you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, and hey, if you're feeling kind, subscribe to my channel if you would. Cav Cop out.